Welcome, people. We are back at it again after a young 2 week hiatus or so. Uni has been crazy, right? Uni has been taking time, and as such, I haven't had the opportunities to make videos. But I got a text from my dad, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday, and he was saying like how it's been a while since I've uploaded, need to get back to it. And I was thinking the same thing. And he's absolutely right. I need to get back to it, as crazy as school can get. Um, because I enjoy doing this and it fills me with a sense of pride. So yeah, I'm back and I'll try to upload regularly, you know what I'm saying? Um Today I want to speak about Chelsea's win the other day against Leeds. Um it feels good. It feels good to say that my team won. It's been a long time since I've been able to say that my team won. I remember the last time we scored, that was against West Ham. I think it was late January. But being able to say my team won, I can't remember the last time. It's become a foreign feeling. So I'm very, very happy about that. And one person who deserves a shout out for that is Wesley Fofana. Since he has come back from injury, he has been in immaculate form. Defensively, the performances are too clean. Offensively, even though he's a centre back, he has this ability right on the ball that is exceptional. His passing is good. He looks so comfortable on the football. And what I can say, having played centre back when I was much younger, being able to play with the ball at your feet is very hard. It's very hard. It's a skill that I was never able to get right ever. And he does it so effortlessly, like Thiago Silva, which shows me that going forward, we're in very good hands. After the game on Saturday, I remember I was just singing, "Oh Wesley Fofana, oh Wesley Fofana, oh Wesley Fofana," because as much as Wesley is a defender, he's the one who got the goal for us on Saturday. And it didn't really look like we were going to get a goal from anywhere else other than a set piece. Because going forward, Chelsea Football Club can attack. Like, we know how to attack in terms of getting ourselves to the opposition's box, right? But as soon as we get there, things just break down. You can see that the lads are trying, but there's never any end product. They're really putting in effort, but they're not producing the required output, which is goals. So Wesley saved us on Saturday, I won't lie. If he hadn't had scored that header from that corner, I don't know where we were gonna get a goal from. Now, since I've just spoken about Wesley Fofana, giving him a young shout out, let's go through the game as a whole. We started very brightly, extremely brightly, and it's what you'd expect because we were playing at our home stadium. The crowd are there in their numbers, they're supporting, they're giving the lads encouragement, so you expect them to play well. And they played well for quite a while. 25 to 30 minutes we were playing very, very well. We were controlling the game. We had the lion's share of possession. And going forward in terms of getting into attacking areas, we were doing very well. Our build-up play was great. However, when it came to the final product, whack. Whack, whack, whack. Each and every time we get to the final product, it was whack. You get me? Which it was annoying for me because as much as I enjoyed the build-up play, which was very good, I felt as though my time might be wasted on Saturday while I was watching the match, because I was thinking these guys are going to come with good build-up play, but they're not going to score. Leeds might beat us 1-0, and then my time has been wasted, bro. Because I sat around, they showed effort, but they didn't give me any output. They didn't give me the result that I wanted. So that's what I was going through my head as we were dominating Leeds. And I think you could start to see that with the Stamford Bridge crowd as well, because at some point in the first half, there was some boos. There was some boos at halftime, but also before that. And I think that was the frustration of the accumulation of frustration watching Chelsea playing good football but not scoring, not doing anything in the final third. So yeah, With that said, though, there were a few chances. For example, Kai Havertz was put in on goal, right? And it was a very good run from him, He timed the run very well. It wasn't offside, nothing like that. However, he didn't finish off, and he should have finished off. And yes, it was a good save by Millier, but Kai could be doing better with that chance. You expect him to bury that chance. Then at some point, João Felix, he went into the box, right? And he got a cutback pass. I can't remember who gave it to him. I think it might have been Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And João Felix hit this perfectly. It came at him with a lot of pace, and he hit it absolutely perfectly, right? It was a very, very clean strike. However, it hit the underside of the bar and went out again. That was unlucky on his part. There's not much more he could have done. It is what it is. But when you're seeing that, it's like, is this another day at the office for Chelsea? Chances there, none of them taken. We're going to get beat. Cycle continues, So, yeah. Luckily, though, that it didn't come to that. Now, with the boos at halftime, I understand where they're coming from. I understand why they're angry. The fans. The match-going fans. However, I don't think that's the right way to go. It's not the right way to go. Because if I'm a player and you're booing me, I'm not going to feel more motivated, I think what gives players motivation is when the crowd is chanting, "Come on, Chelsea, come on, Chelsea, come on, Chelsea." You understand what I'm saying? Singing, "Oh, Thiago Silva," that kind of thing. I know Thiago Silva wasn't playing, but just as an example, I think that's what can lift the team. That's what they can give them that extra motivation to keep on going until they find a goal. Even though it's something that we really struggle to do, it will give them that extra motivation to keep pushing themselves to their limits to find that goal, to satisfy the crowd, as opposed to booing, bro. Booing doesn't help anyone, bro. It's just toxic for no reason, So, yeah. Now, at halftime, I thought that Graham Potter needed to make 2 substitutions. I personally thought that Wesley Fofana should have been taken off. Now, Wesley was not playing badly at this point. He had played well. However, he was on a yellow card, and I was scared. Very, very scared. I was thinking to myself, what if he gets sent off? What if, Luckily, this was not the case, and we got underway in the second half. Chelsea were controlling the possession, first 10 minutes, and then we got a corner. Ben Chilwell puts in an excellent ball into the box, and Wesley Fofana leaps like he's Superman or something, and he scores that goal. And it's beautiful that we scored, but what's more beautiful is the pure joy that you could see on his face and on the faces of his teammates after he had scored. That was his first Premier League goal for Chelsea, right? He's already scored for Chelsea, but he has never scored for Chelsea in the Premier League. He has scored for us in the Champions League, and you could see how much that goal meant to him, and that was something that really touched me, and I was quite happy for him. Now, after scoring that goal, I was thinking, okay, 1-0 up, we need a second goal. And I was thinking what we need to do to get a second goal is very simple. Take off Kai Havertz, put on Aubameyang, because the thing with Kai Havertz is, this man tries. I have said it time and time again. He tries. He will really, really try for your team. But he doesn't always deliver the end product. And what we need is end product, not effort right now. So I was thinking, put a conventional number 9 up front, and maybe you can get a second goal, then we can chill. But at 1-0, with Chelsea Football Club in the lead, it's not a safe lead, So that's kind of how I was thinking about it. But luckily, even though Aubameyang didn't come on, luckily we kept it at 1-0 and everything was all right. Leeds did come at us, but we managed it relatively well in certain situations. And in other situations, they just wasted chances. So, yeah. Now, let's go through player ratings. I'm going to start with Kepa. Kepa, I'm going to give him a young 6. The reason I'm giving him a 6 and nothing higher is because he didn't have much to do, but with the little that he had to do, he done a good job, claiming crosses here and there, making saves here and there. Right, it wasn't too much to do, but when he had to do something, he did it well, so he gets a 6. Now, Benjamin Bloody Chilwell on the left wing, in the left wing back position. With Ben Chilwell, I'm gonna give him a 7. Right. Now, the reason I'm giving him a 7 is because he was our attacking outlet on Saturday, right? Every time the center backs would get the ball, right, what they would look to do is play a diagonal to the left, right, and pick out Chilwell making an inverted run, which he really really likes to do. That's his way of operation. You know what I'm saying? That it's his thing. It's his trademark. Those inverted runs. That's what he likes to do, and that was proving to be a very good attacking outlet for us in the first half and in the second half. You know, so for him to provide that kind of attacking impetus, he gets a 7 for me, 100%. He could get higher if he made fewer mistakes. I feel like at times he made certain mistakes defensively, right? But he didn't make too many, hence he gets a 7, you know. Now, left centre back, Benoit Badiashile. With Benoit, I'll give him a 6. I think it was an average performance from him. Not particularly good, not particularly bad at all. You know what I'm saying? Since he's coming at Chelsea, he's done very, very well. So I'm not going to give him a lot of stick for just being average for once, you know? And yeah, I think 6 is a fair... 6 is a fair... Wait, can you wait? I can't. I can't. 6 is a fair rating for him, since he didn't do a lot wrong, but he didn't do that much right either, you know. He was just calm with it. Now, Kalidou Koulibaly. Koulibaly is an interesting one. I'm going to give him a 6.5. 6.5 because of the fact that I feel like he played well. He didn't play fantastically well, but he played well, you know. He was making blocks. He was intercepting where he needed to intercept. And that made me happy, because Koulibaly is the kind of player who you look at and you think, nah, this guy is he's a bit too rash. He just dives in, you know. He makes you nervous. But then, how can I say this? But then you get a performance like he gave on Saturday, where it's composed. He's putting himself in the right positions at the right times. His play on the ball is decent, you know. So he gets a 6.5. As for Wesley Fofana, very, very simple. Very simple. 8. 8, you know. Defensively, very good. He was always where he needed to be, you know. He wasn't caught lacking by the Leeds attack, and he got us the goal that we needed to win the game. So he gets an 8, you know. Very, very happy with his performance. Right wing back position, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's a 5.5 for me, because with Ruben, I do like him, and sometimes he does contribute something, but it's not enough. It's never enough from him, you know. He needs to do more for me. There are too many times where I watch Ruben Loftus-Cheek when Chelsea are playing, and he's just there. He's not involving himself enough in the play, you know. He's just there for vibes. You get me? So that's what I would say about him. Now, if we look at the midfield pivot of Enzo Fernandez and Kova. Yes, Mateo Kovacic. With Enzo, I'm gonna give him... I'll give him a 6.5. I'll give him a 6.5. And the reason it's a 6.5 and not higher is because he wasn't fantastic in the game. However, Chilwell's effectiveness is partly due to Enzo's contribution. And the reason I say that is because Enzo Fernandez likes to get the ball and play a diagonal, you know, and that is what enabled Chilwell to contribute a lot to the attack. And as such, you have to give credit to Fernandez there. Now, I think he could have done more, you know, if he was providing those diagonals to Chilwell continuously over and over and over again, but then he was also maybe playing a ball in behind for Havertz to run onto and hopefully score. Then there's more dynamism to his play. Whereas I feel like on Saturday, he was just getting the ball diagonal. There wasn't enough variety in his play. So that's why he gets a 6.5. As for Mateo Kovacic, he can get a 7. I'll give him a 7. The reason I'm giving him a 7 is because I feel as though he contributed very well to ball recovery. You know, Kova's a warrior like that. We lose the ball. He's one of the players that you can count on to win the ball back well, you know. And not only that, what he does very well is he dribbles. He dribbles past opponents like it's nothing sometimes, you know. He'll be, let's say, in he'll be deep in midfield, right? He'll pick up the ball, he'll dance past a few players, and all of a sudden he's gotten his team near the opposition's final third. You understand what I'm saying? Or defensive third. They are defensive third, our attacking third, you know. So that's what he's very, very good at, in my opinion, and that's what he did well on Saturday. Hence, he gets a 7. Now, as for João Felix, what am I going to give João Felix? João Felix gets a standard 6, bro. He gets a standard 6 because although he did have a shot which he took very well and he could have scored, I don't think I saw enough, you know, for me to give him a really good score. You know, I think he was just average, you know, and that's not so good because when he first came in, he was such a bright spark. Now he was kind of average on Saturday. And my concern with that is we as Chelsea Football Club have brought him down to our level. He was coming in like a bright spark and all them thing there, but now like he's regressed, and that could be because of us. So yeah, let's just hope there was just a blip. It's nothing serious. He will be back to his best against Dortmund on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I have to say in relation to him. As for Raheem Sterling gets a 7. 100% solid 7, bruv. Because Raheem Sterling, for me, was our best attacker. He was our best attacker alongside Chilwell, you could say. Okay, out and out attackers whose job is to attack, to get goals and assists, Raheem was the best. Because my man picks up the ball and he's always looking to go forward. Forward. None of this backwards passing stuff, sideways passing stuff. No, he gets the ball. He wants to take a man on. You understand what I'm saying? He wants to make those driving runs into the box and see if he can create a chance for a teammate. And I really like that about Sterling. And he showed that since he's come back from injury. Hence, I am happy with him and he gets a solid 7. As for Kai Havertz, it's a 5, bro. It's a 5. The output is not there from him, bro. It's not there. And I don't even need goals at this point. What I need to see is from him shots on target, you know, working the goalkeeper, setting up chances for his teammates, you know. I'm not saying that he never does that, but it's not enough, bro. It's not enough. He needs to do a lot more. And he's just sometimes way too quiet, bro. And just think to yourself, why is he starting and Aubameyang's not starting? Why is he starting and David Datro Fofana's not starting? Yeah, I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. It's not fair, and it needs to stop. Because the thing with Kai as well, when I'm watching him play, this man doesn't stay in the position that he's supposed to stay in. So he's our number 9, right? False 9, traditional 9, whatever, doesn't matter, right? He's our number 9. And when balls are being fed into the box by Ben Chilwell, for example, right, you need someone attacking those. The problem with Kai is he doesn't stay there. He doesn't stay on the penalty spot, for example, right, up top. He will come and he will be on the edge of the D, you know, and then he'll look to receive the ball from there sometimes. Sometimes he will even come deeper. And that shows that this guy is not a natural striker. He's not that guy who's going to sit on the penalty spot and wait for a cross to come in and hit it home, you know. So that's my problem with him. As for the subs, Conor Gallagher, he gets a 6.5. He gets a 6.5 for 2 reasons. First of all, he set up a lovely chance for Chukwuemeka, which I feel Chukwuemeka should have at least gotten a shot off instead of tripping over the ball and all them thing there. Or not tripping over the ball, but getting it stuck between his feet. He shouldn't have been doing that. He should have been getting a shot away and hopefully it would have been on target. You know what I'm saying? So because Gallagher set him up, that's a positive from Gallagher's performance from the bench. And also there was a point in time where there was a point in time where he chased down a ball and it looked like this is a lost cause. And he somehow kept it in play. and he set up yet another chance. You understand what I'm saying? So that kind of endeavor, that's what you want to see from players, man. Even if results are not so good, you want to see that fight, that hunger, that desire. Now, as for Chukwuemeka, I'll give him a 6, you know. I'll give him a standard 6. He wasn't on for too long, so I can't judge him too harshly. He had just that one chance, you know, so I'm not gonna give him a 4 because he got the ball stuck in and around his feet, you know. So yeah, we just move on from there. As for Trevor Chalobah, standard 6. He wasn't able to do that much because he wasn't on for long, but a few interceptions here and there, so I'm happy with that. Dennis Zakaria, sorry. That's NA. I can't give him a rating because he didn't have the opportunity to do much. So yeah. Who else? Am I forgetting anybody? I don't know. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the game. As for Graham Potter, he's bought himself some time. He has bought himself a little bit of time, you know, and that's good for him. He needs that. He needed that win. Now he needs to build on it, bro. He needs to build on it because there's no point in beating Leeds at home. Then you're going to go and lose to Aston Villa at home next week, you know, and then lose other fixtures that we should be winning, you know. If he wants to keep his job, he needs to build on this. So that's my message to him. And yeah, guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all them good things there. I'll see you again very, very soon. Very soon.